ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you. No!
Why?
I will
Give me
bop
one
you,
reason
dude.
why.
Because it's
Belle
annoying.
likes it.
I'm also trying to talk. Okay.
Oh, okay, go ahead. My apologies.
Okay.
It won't happen again.
All right. So everyone
Sorry,
remembers
Mary.
where we last left off, right?
You were... Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Long
Yeah.
story short, y'all saved a bunch of people from an encampment that was trying to use their magic against their will. So you guys saved them, and then you guys got out. It was a very precarious situation, and it definitely didn't go as you guys planned. But you got a good night's rest. So you rested up, and you guys are presently, and it is presently the next morning, and you guys are still right by the encampment, and all of the people that you guys saved are right beside you guys.
Yeah, we're basically Jesus when he said, let my people go.
Shut up!
That wasn't Jesus, you dummy.
Okay.
That's literally the wrong guy.
Moses. Joseph? I think it's Moses.
It was Moses, I think.
I think Moses and Joseph are... No, it's Moses.
I knew that. Now what?
Well, Leon's got to pull out the letter and read it.
Okay. When you look at the letter that you received last session, that I'm happy you remembered about. On the front of it, it says PK. And as you open it, let me pull up the document so I can send you what it says. I need you to... Who all is looking at this letter? Is it just Leon?
I think it's just Leon because he's fucking 6 foot tall and he's standing up. Unless anyone else is 6 foot.
No.
Faith doesn't give a shit.
Okay. Leon, I want you to make a intelligence check.
Damn, that's some shit he sucks at.
If you want, I can try to intelligentize.
Can you roll it for me, Mary? I'm so sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I can roll for you.
Okay.
No. I can roll for you.
Thank
I was
you.
telling Kiara, no, you can't roll for him. I am running over to D&D Beyond. Yeah, solid 10. Okay. Let me see what languages he knows.
With a +0? Black as fuck.
Okay. You open this letter and you look at it, and you believe that this language is Celestial. However, you do not know Celestial. So you stare at it for a moment and you try to comprehend it.
Can he if he just ask little kids if they know Celestial or something?
Yeah, he can ask the kids.
Yeah, he's gonna say in his gruff voice, he's like, "Do any of y'all know Celestial?"
He gives me Rick vibes from Rick and Morty.
It's kind of like that, but I can't do his voice how I want it, so.
I'm looking to see if Faith has it.
Let me see. Open your purse.
He's just gonna ask the DM's player characters because they're all in this together.
Okay. Pretty sure some of the babies do.
Really?
I don't think I do.
He does not.
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it in features in traits.
It's gonna be in the bottom left corner. corner of your thing. I don't know what you're on though, but for me, it's on the bottom left, and it says languages. It's over by proficiencies, and it shows what you're
Oh,
proficient in.
I see it. Yeah, no, I don't know it. I know orc.
I know,
Good
or
job.
Thank you. Orc,
look
I
at
know.
Lucian. Lucian knows Celestial.
Well,
I
yeah,
feel like
Read it,
that's
bitch.
given.
he's gonna hand the paper to Lucian then.
Okay, he's gonna make an intelligence. Wow, he's big brain boy.
19.
Okay, so just for player characters, well, not player characters, just for you guys as players, this is what it looks like. This is literally Celestial. Okay, this is what is on that paper.
Alright, Kiara, it's your turn.
Kiara,
Kiara,
and
it's your turn.
you see Lucian glance through
Oh
it.
my lord, have mercy. What is this?
It's Celestial. Honestly, I got that from a
No, it's not.
website. Like, I typed in what I wanted it to be, so that's actually.
Please let Kiara read it. I want to hear this shit.
Go for it.
Oh wow. Okay. El su cut suit oak slick boop kill two tom two cloak lugly. It's easily click soul hill suit. So pivoted the tin. So e sulu su sa if so sa shin is you hot so what il get ansen pitis potitem soup all kel weepy.
Oh my god, I feel like this is racist.
Oh, really?
Ooh, so
Oh,
wow, garden can feel sil tol so flat oak silipoof
Starting.
silipadap.
Woo!
I felt like that was a
Thank
whole
you.
stroke.
Imagine Siren just looking over Lucian and trying to read it aloud.
I think I would die.
So as
Accidentally summons an elder god.
Lucian holds this for
You
about
summon Strahd.
a few seconds, and suddenly it disappears
Well, fuck. Damn.
from his hands,
It
and
what do you mean? Like what disappears?
the letter,
The notes or the words? Oh, okay. Never mind. Let me take that off my item list then.
and he gets. Lucian's like, oh shit, and he like looks around, like where'd it go? Like what happened?
No, you know what? Leon doesn't know anything about Arcana, so there's no point in him checking for that shit. Leon's gonna check on the people, bro. Leon's gonna check on the people. That's the only thing he can really do at the moment.
They're just laying there, asleep. I mean, they look fine.
Okay, well, Leon's just gonna
I mean,
keep watch over it because
obviously
he's like, I
they're
don't know anything
sick.
about that.
Like the people are obviously sick. Okay, so they definitely need like a nurse, like doctor, and help and shit. But at the moment, they're just kind of trying to vibe. I want everybody who wants to make a Arcana check to see if you understood what just happened.
You know what? I'll make Leon do it just because it's funny as shit for him. What do you mean, Leon? What do you mean a 19?
24.
Damn.
24.
Damn, Haley.
Oh my god. Damn, Haley. That was so skeleton of you.
Oh, Faith knows.
Okay. What did all of you get?
I just got a 19.
24.
Okay, so you all would comprehend that
Yeah.
this letter wasn't a normal letter. Okay, so basically,
Well, no
once the writer writes on it, it sends immediately to the person that this letter was meant to go to. It's in essence, a scroll, right? That has a magic spell on it. So
Okay.
when you write what you want and
Okay.
you have the letter, you say a specific time and date, and it'll send the letter off, and it will appear in the hands of the person that you wanted it to go to.
And we don't have this anymore because it disappeared, right?
Correct.
Because we're not the person intended for it.
Lucian vaguely got to glance at it, so from what he was able to read, he will. I'll send it to the chat what he was able to read. I'm gonna put blank.
Weepy.
I'm gonna put blanks for where he's not sure what was said. So give me a second.
So how is the weather?
I pissed on it. I.
Today would have been a good day to go to the pool.
Well, Haley.
Yes, it was so hot.
Well, Haley, let's go to the pool now.
Okay, let's go.
All here is like leaving sounds. I don't know how else to describe it.
Leaving sounds.
Leaving
Sounds of
sounds.
Ever heard of ASMR?
No.
Leon's joints are on the ground.
What?
Leon's fucking cigarettes are on the ground.
Oh. Rip.
He just left them there.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to get a Midoriya plushie and stick lashes on it and fake nails so bad.
I know what you mean by that.
It's so cute, and I want to do it so bad.
You're so horrific.
I'll push the headpiece back so it's just forehead, lashes, and I want to give it earrings and some glue on, like pressed nails.
No.
Yes. I'm really tempted to do it, like really bad.
You want my Midoriya doll?
No, that's not very nice.
I don't really care for it. She's just chilling.
No, it's not very nice.
You're not very nice.
I want to do that to that COVID plushie I've been wanting forever. Should I just get it? I've been wanting it since like this pandemic started.
Just get it, because it might
Okay.
look like a souvenir.
It says from what
It's going to the fair. It's a souvenir.
From what Lucian remembers, it says, and also the blanks are parts he doesn't remember. It says, I know you blank plainly in our letters. Blank people, blank watching. The woman came again, blank with a boy, blank. Blank they will bring it army, and blank the people. You said we are not to blank the people, but it's starting to become out of hand. The men are blank. Please, sir, reply.
Interesting.
Let me write this down.
Who is this addressed to, or who shit like that?
On the front of the letter, it just said PK.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I'm putting this under
Interesting.
And then no one responded.
We didn't hear you cut out.
PK
Yes.
Piss Kink.
No.
Thank you for your information.
Thank you. I'm writing. Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down. Write it down. Oh no.
I'm writing.
Anyway.
I'm literally typing this all up. Well, not all of it. Just give it. Just.
I guess we're all just sitting here in the morning, huh?
Peaches.
I'm not
I mean, we could
Yeah,
wake up somebody and be like,
um,
what were they doing?
you can do
Okay,
that
well,
They
if
doing
they
to
are
y'all.
able
What was
to
the purpose? I'm
respond.
gonna do that. I'm gonna
Leon's
try.
gonna check up on the kids because he knows Leaf. Fuck, I don't know. Leaf had an episode, and so did fucking Faith.
Yeah. Hey, Peaches.
Yeah.
He's
Um,
gonna check up on Leaf and Faith and Spring and Siren. He's gonna check up on all of them. Why not? He's gonna check up on Lucian too.
really quick, I'll start with Siren because Siren wanted to go and check on one of the people. You walk over to one of the tieflings, and they look at you, and you think that they want their eyes to be fully open, but they can't open them completely.
Oh. All right, I go down to I crouch down to the level. Do I have any water? Can I
Yes,
give them water?
sure.
I give them water. I give them water and snacks that I prepackaged. Well,
because
Your mom prepackaged.
Mom, you're right. I forgot. And I'm gonna be like, so what happened? What do you know why they were taking y'all?
What languages do you know?
Common and orc. That's it.
They start speaking in a language you don't understand.
Faith
Can
will
I do
go
a
up to
check
them
to?
and start speaking whatever language that they probably know, because it's either Infernal or Elvish, probably.
It's infernal. But you walk up and you hear them talking, and they say, because they actually understood what you were saying, Emiliano. Or
You
not
can't
fucking
speak our
Emiliano, change
language.
your name! Change your name! Because I swear to God, I always look down at y'all's things and I'm like, oh,
What
name.
about Haley? Haley still has Rivus.
I know. This is really
Yeah,
bad. Y'all have to
Haley.
change
Yeah,
your names.
Haley.
I can't do it because every
What
time I
Yeah,
look
about
down and
Haley.
call y'all by your names, I said y'all.
Please
I'm
Call me
doing
who?
it right now.
call me
How do you
3
do
in 1
that?
deal.
Call me what you want.
Call me
Pussy.
your mom.
Call me when you want.
Call me when you want. Call me when you need.
There.
I'll be on the morning. I'll be on the way.
I changed your name for
Call
you,
me
Kiara.
when.
Okay. Sorry. That was bad. Basically, they
That
understood.
was bad.
They understood what you were saying, Siren. And you see them look over at Faith and start talking. And the person looks and weakly says that it seems like their words are like broken English almost. Like it's not completely coherent, but it's still understandable. Um,
Okay.
and you're not going to be able to understand this, Siren. Faith is going to have to translate. But
Faith translate.
the person says, what was your question one more time, Kiara?
Why were they gathering you all up? Like, what was the reason? What was the reason?
They say magic.
Faith will turn to you and be like, they're magic users. That's why they were gathering
Okay.
them.
Well, why? Okay, and I'll look at Faith and be like, all right, well, ask them then. Why would they need their magic?
Faith will turn to them.
They say, they think for a moment, and then they say war.
A war from what?
They think, and they kind of shrug.
Do you know who was running the operation?
They shake their head.
Do you know who was in charge here?
Probably the guard, the guard.
Yeah, they actually do say the lead guard that you guys killed.
Is this the only city that they've done this to?
They say not a city, multiple, and says, so no.
Multiple cities. So no.
No city.
to look at the bathroom.
Because Siren's question was, is this the only city they've done this to? So their response was no, but they said multiple cities, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which I think you're all smart enough
Fuck.
to think about this and think, oh, I think they're trying to comprehend it to us that they're all from different cities. They're not all from the same one.
What did I say? Crap. Oh, ask them if they were using their magic against them or just keeping it contained.
Explain.
Mary.
Hi, I'm Norm.
The person says explain.
Mary?
She said explain. Oh. Explain your
Yeah, the
question.
person said explain.
Oh, sorry. Oh, like you guys weren't able to use your magic inside those camps, right? Like you guys weren't able to use it inside, so were they just not allowing you to use your magic, or were they using their magic against you to like kill you or something? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You'll remember that the cuffs that they had on, you learned this as well, was draining them of both their magic and life force. So you think that the
Dude,
cuffs,
Leon had that shit on.
yeah, you think that the cuffs
He can-
were like taking in their magic somehow and like holding it.
storing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is being used,
You're
not
not
like just being
sure
contained.
you're
All
not
right, that's
sure
all I
where
needed.
they're storing it, but you were able to pick this up.
Okay, cool. I'm writing that down.
You also don't really understand
Thank
the
you.
cuffs as a whole, but you know, they
Mhm.
they exist. Also I do want to mention, Leon, since you did have those cuffs on, I do want to note that the life energy that was seemingly drained from you has not replenished.
Oh shit, Leon's 10 times more tired than his already 10 times more
Yeah.
tired self.
It's not actually going to take away any HP from you or anything, but you are like big tired. Like you're like dead inside right now.
Ah, fuck. Oh, it's more than he already is. I can't believe it.
I want you to make an intelligence check really quick. Leon only.
Me?
No.
Or
No. Yeah,
I feel like I'm being very big brain. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my gosh.
I'm very proud of you. He only got an 8.
Okay. That's fine. You make the assumption that this is a similar case with all of the magic users that had these cuffs on.
I don't know if Leon. What's Leon say something about it? Yeah, Leon would say something about it. He just relays it to y'all.
That's not good.
He's like, I'll be fine.
The person
That's what he
who
says.
you guys were
He's literally
talking to actually interrupts and says, "Magic's still gone."
like,
Oh wow. Okay, magic's still gone. Interesting. Does anybody else have any other questions? Oh, actually, I'm gonna ask them how long were you inside these camps?
Months.
Holy
Oof.
shit.
That's a permanent. If it only did that much to Leon, imagine months of that shit.
Months.
I'm surprised they didn't die.
Yeah.
I know, right? They're about to die.
To be fair, yeah. I actually, when you actually, since Haley said that, when Faith actually has this thought, I want you to make an intelligence check. Actually, no. I want you to make an Arcana check on the cuffs.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
21.
You glance at the cuffs because you're like, if they've been here for months, like how did they not die? And you realize that these cuffs, they stop the person from dying. So it drains their life energy and it drains their magic, but it stops right before death. So basically,
Wow.
it's like they're at 1 hit point.
Dang.
And they've been in that state for months, basically.
That's exhausting.
I know, right? Like shit. I feel bad for these people.
I wonder if we can keep these. Do we have one on us?
The cuffs? Oh, Leon probably. Leon still has one on him, doesn't he? Did that break off?
No, y'all got those off. It fell off of all of the people once Spring broke the shield.
Oh, Leon
Okay,
has
because
one.
I wonder if we can use that later. That'd be interesting.
Leon will give it to you if you want it, because he still
Yeah.
kept his.
Training.
I want you to make an
I'm keeping-
Arcana
I'm
check
keeping
on
it.
these cuffs for a second, Siren.
27.
Nice.
Same.
Okay. You
Yeah,
think
both-
that
both
the
got the same.
magic that was on them at one point is still vaguely there, but you don't think that you'll be able to use them on anybody. You think that they were
Oh.
directly
You could use-
correlated to the shields, and without the shields, it screws up the magic. You can study them, however, and you can get more information from them.
You should
Okay.
study. Yeah, you should study
Yeah.
them.
I'm still adding it to my items, training magic cuffs, but no longer train magic. So just cuffs.
Well, you got high enough. So you also think that
Cool.
if they were under the right circumstances, and you think that perhaps if they were under that shield again or something similar, that they could potentially work.
Okay.
So it's not like they're broken. It's just they don't have the proper things to continue working. Anyway,
This is whack as fuck, boy.
Leon, you wanted to talk to the other kids, right?
Yeah, because he's gonna check up on them. He checks up on the people and them. He checks up on everybody, really. Like, every single.
Okay. The people don't really respond to you, but they seem fine enough. You definitely think that they need food, water, and you think that they definitely need a doctor.
Can he check for, like, any, like, physical medication? Like, just medicine in general?
In the vicinity?
Just, like, not
or like
magical.
on them?
No, on them, like, if they need, like, some kind of medicine of some sort. It's like, like how you have a flu or something like that.
Yeah, they're not really gonna put too much of a fight up. If you even.
Oh, no, he's not gonna, like, touch him. He's not gonna touch him.
You're just gonna, like,
But he's just
observe?
gonna do, like, observe a little bit, because he knows, personal boundaries. Not gonna fucking
Okay.
go up and be like,
No, they have nothing on them. They don't even have pockets to hide things.
No, I mean, like check if they have a flu, like a disease.
Oh, you want to medicine check all these people?
Yeah, he's not gonna steal shit from
Wants
them.
to see if they're sick. That's
Yes.
what's happening.
I understand
Fuck.
what she was.
He doesn't.
Okay, what Jacqueline was saying made it sound like that she wanted to check if they have any medicine on them to see if they are sick.
Oh.
No, there
No,
are
I was
too many
kinda checking if they're
people,
sick.
and there are too many cases, and you are not a doctor, so even if you made a medicine check, you wouldn't be able to diagnose all of these people.
Okay.
Faith is gonna ask them if there's anywhere that that we can take them where they'll be safe.
yeah. Leon's the Earth boy. Leon's the Earth man.
You can make a roll to
would
see
Leon know of
because
any
no one
cities
else
that
is
might-
gonna know other than Leon, and Leon is from Earth, so make a history check.
Yeah. He sucks at history. He got an 11.
You think that there's one within the next few miles.
Okay, that's what Leon will say. He's gonna check up on Faith to make sure he's okay. If he needs anything, really. He's really awkward with it. It's quite funny.
Faith doesn't say anything. He just shakes his head no.
Good. Good. And then he'll check up on Spring, Lucian, and Leaf.
Lucian seems fine enough. He doesn't really say much, but he never really does say much anyway. Leaf kind of does the same thing that Faith did. Shrug. Spring seems alright enough. She's not like, I'm dying or anything, but she's just a little confused about how she was able to break that shield.
It's alright. It's all good. Just don't question it now. Don't need to worry until you get home. And he's gonna check up on. Punch him in his face. I'm just kidding. But she's gone now, so it's okay. Kiara's not here, so I'll just assume everything's okay.
Okay.
What?
Well, that shit funny as fuck. Leon's gonna be thinking of a plan, really, to get them from point A to point B. Silently. He's kind of like scratching his scruff beard.
Probably sounds like this.
Yeah, like he's just slowly like picking, not really scratching it, but like rubbing it as he's thinking. If y'all want to put some input, you can.
We should take them somewhere so that they'll be safe.
Obviously. Thank you, Moses.
Thank you, Moses.
Bro, y'all are all so sassy today. I need y'all to tone it down like 20 levels.
What are you talking about?
It's a sickness,
Bro, no. All of you are being hella sassy. I'm not down for this behavior. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, and I'm letting you know that if one of y'all are sassy with me, I'm gonna get pissed.
Yeah,
No, I'm being sassy with freaking Haley. She's like, we should take them somewhere safe. Thank you, Moses.
That was funny to me. Well, Leon's gonna mention that. So we have what, 3 more days left. This seems like a huge political matter, and he recommends like either like most of y'all go back home because he can handle Earth on his own, but y'all have this is like really big issues, and y'all already had other things that you needed to do that were very important also.
I mean, oh man,
because
we should.
Yeah, Leon says this is like really big news for what could be something happening on Earth and maybe correlate to Nexobra.
I guess you're right. Maybe we should help.
I can handle all these people. If one of you want to stay, that's fine, but all of you cannot stay. This message needs to be relayed fast.
Where are you gonna put them?
Where are you gonna put them?
Who has connections here on Earth?
Leon.
So, really quickly, Spring wants to say something really quick. She says, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I'm not actually supposed to be here. Nixerberos and Earth have a contract of sorts, peace agreement, that says neither will intervene in the other's affairs. So technically, this would break that contract.
Yes, you
and
need
agreement.
to leave.
So
you need to leave.
However, you guys are also affiliated with the Crown of Nixerberos. So it's not I need to leave, it's we need to leave. If anyone recognizes you, you are putting this contract and peace at jeopardy.
Would Leon be the least sketchy out of it?
Yes.
Because
he's not that close.
To be fair, you think that no, you are not the closest to the crown. However, you have been seen going in and out of the castle. before because your sister stays there occasionally. And Josie is
That's true.
directly correlated with the crown because you guys, for the last 20 years, have all been working together in order to stop both the Curse of Strahd issues and the Nick Cerberus issues. So you are, I suppose, least likely to be recognized, but you're still going to have to be sneaky about it.
That's true. Leon has criminal connections.
Criminal. Criminal.
Don't worry about it. I don't know how to say it right.
He has criminal.
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 Literally, just swap the M and the N.
Criminal.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
Good job.
criminal.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Bro, Haley's not
Well-
down today.
She woke up 10 minutes.
Sorry, I'm tired. Y'all are just lucky I'm laying in my bed.
Shut up,
I'm gonna
Haley.
come over there and wake you up. I'm gonna shake you awake. I'm gonna throw
I
your
can
house
snap
across the
your
street.
ass.
Throw
I'm
you out
awake
the
right
window.
Let's go to Haley's house and do D&D. Let's just sit in her bed. Let's lay with her.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun.
That would be
Cheek to cheek. Thigh to
Cheek to-
thigh.
Anyway,
I mean, besides if the city he knows has criminal contacts, he won't be that safe. If the city doesn't have his own criminal contacts, then he's not gonna be okay. He's not gonna say that to the kids, though. He's not saying that to the kids.
Okay, good, because I don't think that would be a good reaction.
Yeah, he's like in his
Okay,
head,
you know what? Fine. All right, we understand. We need to leave. So where do we go to head out?
back
Does
where we
anybody
came
have a
from.
car?
walk back the way we came and go through the portal.
Do y'all have like I don't know, minor illusion or something on y'all?
No.
Let me check. I don't think I do. Probably not. No,
One of
I
mine
shouldn't have
That
to.
would be such a
Mine
helpful.
too. I don't know if it's. I don't know who it is, but one of them has it. Oh, Spring has it.
He was like, if that's casting on a lot of us, then we should be fine heading back towards the portal. And he like kind of just looks towards the people, and he's like, I would trust in my instincts for the city, but I don't think my contacts are there.
He has a disguise kit.
You think that might actually work enough to disguise you to be able to go talk to the people in the city and let them know about the camp and everything?
I think Leon would do it though, since he's the most inconspicuous.
Up to
If
you
Faith
guys.
would let
Yes,
Leon borrow.
it's Faith's disguise kit.
Yeah, I was like, it's up to Faith how he wants to give it to, because Leon will happily lead all these people to the city while y'all run away and make sure you don't get caught.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I think Leon will be like the least recognizable of all of us.
He
Okay,
looks
yeah.
like the average fucking half elven man.
That and he knows Earth already, right? So
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
he lived
disguise
here like what,
and
60.
we can like get the fuck out.
That sounds hella good.
Okay. So I guess Faith, you're gonna give Leon the disguise kit.
Yeah.
Okay. Leon, basically give me a layout of your plan because I'm not gonna follow Leon doing all of this. If you give me a layout,
He's not gonna go straight into the city. Like, that's definitely not his whole ordeal. He's just there to lead the people there, so he knows they're not gonna die in the fucking desert.
they're not gonna be able to walk. They're still not in a
Well-
state to be able to do so.
Well, then what he's gonna do is he's just gonna have to do, I guess, like kind of a bad thing, but kind of good, where he's gonna have to leave them there and go to the city and let them know and see who survives.
That's not a very smart idea. But
It's not. Leon has
this is
plus
the only idea.
Leon has +0 intelligence, so he's not a smart guy.
We can give them all of our rations and shit, and then
Yeah, because y'all will be fine.
yeah.
Leon will need his rations because he's gonna take a longer trip.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing Leon can think of because he's not smart. He's like that's kind of like the only thing because if y'all stay here any longer, I'm sure there's gonna be a police route coming here.
Yeah.
So
No. Why would you think that there's going to be a police route?
well, it's not really a police route. It's just like, there might be like someone coming to the camp to check up on it, like usually military bases do.
Or to bring more people.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's possible. I was like, police? Because you guys really are in the middle of nowhere. So if anybody were to come out here, I think it'd be safe to assume that they're a bad guy.
Yeah, and plus they'd also be noticeable.
Yeah, y'all are literally in the desert. Dirt.
So we have to kind of leave it up to luck by giving them their food and rations and hope Leon makes it to the city and they can get them and see who's alive.
Who's alive, she says. I know not.
You know it. It's just the reality.
Spring actually has a question.
I know it's the reality.
She says, how do we explain to our parents that you're gone?
Just say I got drunk at the castle and I maybe made a little fuss, and so they put me in the med bay, and I will be returning the next day.
Seems right, actually. That seems very right.
But our parents would get upset that we didn't have an adult.
Well, they can get upset at me.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that.
Is that what you want? You want Josie on your back?
Josie's.
Ask her that.
You know what? That's the scariest part. But y'all kids need to.
We're like, we're legal adults. We just are young adults.
Y'all, it's the lying part is the problem.
Spring kind of like scratches her head. She says, "We're legal adults." She says, "But we have a lot of enemies. I don't know if you're thinking about that. But we have a lot of enemies. That's why they wanted an adult to come with us that's skilled with combat and stuff."
Yeah, and they can yell at me and hang me up on the wall and do whatever, because y'all, at the same time, we're not always gonna be here.
Lucian's gonna say, why don't we just stay with the people while you go into the city and come back?
It could be dangerous if a guard platoon comes up and they send message. If they're able to send these kinds of letters, imagine how fast they'd be able to send one while they're getting attacked.
I mean,
These kind of
to be fair, us staying here is basically just as dangerous as us trying to go home without, I don't know, you.
He's like, I don't do shit. I punch.
He says, yes, but I think you're severely misjudging how pissed Spring's parents are gonna be.
Leon's in his head, he's like, I will take death. Fucking, I'm almost dead anyway.
But they're gonna kill Spring.
Why would they kill
What? Why would they kill their daughter? Wait, what?
They'd be more mad at Leon, if anything, for getting drunk and leaving the kids there. The kids like, we want to go home, and Leon's like, I'm drunk as fuck.
True.
They'd be so mad at Leon.
Spring will also chime in and say, you also did just tell us that we're capable, so if we're not capable, then why can't we stay here?
Good thing he has +0 intelligence. He sighs, and he's like, you're right.
She says,
But
plus
if
we
any
told them
danger
4
comes up-
days, and it's only been a day.
That is true. And he's
That
going
is
to
true.
sit there, and he says, okay, while you're here, clean yourself off of blood.
Mhm.
Well, mostly Leaf.
Does anybody have soap? Actually, I have soap.
Leaf clean yourself off of blood so your, I guess, parents and stuff don't get too suspicious.
Mhm.
Leaf just kind of blinks at
he's
you.
and he said, he's like, blood.
Faith is just dead right now.
Yeah, it's mostly a suspicion thing. I don't really give a shit if you're covered in blood. But they might question that if you get home.
For sure.
Like, because he's covered in blood too, but the disguise kit will, like, cover that shit.
I think
And,
I'm gonna look who has it, but I'm pretty sure one of my kids are gonna do prestidigitation on Leaf, depending on who has
does Spring have minor illusion as a cantrip?
it. Yes.
Okay, he's gonna say if something goes crazy, just minor illusion yourselves because you don't want to be exposed and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
like that's the only thing y'all need to do. I'll be gone. If I'm gone for more than a day,
Mhm.
leave.
Okay,
I
we'll
will-
give you 24 hours.
Yes, if I am not back in a day, does it take to a day for the city that Leon's thinking
Yeah,
to come
about a
back and
day.
forth?
Yeah, you should be able to go back and forth
Uh,
within a day.
Okay, he says if I'm gone for more than a day, like even like 3 hours over, don't come looking for me. I'll be okay. Y'all need to hightail and leave it.
Okay. We'll do that if we have to. If we have to.
It's okay. Uncle Leon will be fine. He has contact.
I mean, we could just go through the portal and go home, like back to our planet, and then just like hang out at the portal. We don't have to actually go back to the castle.
Yeah, but they wanted to watch the people here, so none of them, I guess, pass away.
Yeah, that was yeah.
This
You
is
think
kind of
that
like
you make the
rooming.
assumption that all of the good characters kind of don't want to let these people die and leave them here alone.
Even Leon doesn't want to really leave him here alone either, so
So
that's why he's like, I'm gonna at least go to the city.
if you're a good character, it would obviously not be morally conscious of you to do that. Because as I said, these people
Yeah.
are like half dead. They have dysentery. Some of them don't even have food. They can't even feed themselves. They can't drink water by themselves. Like, so if you guys left them, like, at least half of them would die for sure.
Do you want that, Haley?
No, I was confused on what was fucking going on. That's why I said that.
Oh yeah. Also, if y'all see me coming with guards and stuff, just minor illusion yourselves. Also, just so the guards don't notice anyone either.
Well, since we took that rest, I'm gonna edit Faith's spells to give him minor illusion.
Okay.
Just for the safety of it. But Leon says, "I'm gonna head out now. Don't expose yourselves. I trust y'all."
Okay.
Okay. You
Adios.
can trust us.
Leon picks up his bag and his cigarettes off the ground. And as he's walking, you see him light a fucking cigarette. After he disguises himself, he disguises himself like kind of like a merchant, not really expensive merchant, but like those casual merchants.
Part of me wants to slap that cigarette out of his hand, but I think I'll get hurt.
Possibly.
Yeah, but as he's walking, you see him light his cigarette and just smoke it. And he's off. There he goes.
Bye. I wave him goodbye.
He's far away now, so I don't think he'd see you wave.
Peaches!
He puts his hand up, like those like people that wave at you in a car where they just put their hand up.
Nice.
Leon, roll a survival check.
What a cool uncle.
Good. He has a +6. Please, Leon. Please. 13.
Okay. You make it to the city without too much issue. You're in the city now.
Did you see guards at the front?
No.
Okay, he's gonna enter the city.
Okay. The city looks like it was raided recently, and you make the assumption it must have been from the encampment because um you just see kind of human corpses everywhere.
Ew.
Not a
Oh,
single sign of
uh,
life.
I want you to make a perception.
shit.
13 again. It's the same exact roll.
Okay. You look around and you feel like you don't really see much, but for some reason you feel like there are people here. You're just not seeing them for some reason.
They're probably injured or something. Which, no cap, isn't his problem anyway. Is there any horses that are alive?
Yes. There's
Okay.
also a carriage.
Is there? Do I sense any sign of life near that carriage?
Perception check.
10.
You walk over to the carriage and you don't see anybody, but you glance in the carriage and there's nobody there, but you hear something and it sounds like it's coming from the carriage, which is confusing you.
Leon doesn't like this magic shit. Leon doesn't like magic shit, man. He's gonna leave the carriage alone. Actually,
Okay.
Leon doesn't like that for a second, but he might come back to it and steal a horse or some shit like that. Does he know of any other city near this city? Perhaps.
History check.
Go on, Leon. +0. 18.
Yes. So, on your way to the encampment, you actually passed by this city. Um, but you think that the nearest city or area where there would actually be people near here is the city in which the portal resides, which y'all got here from.
Okay, so what Leon's gonna. You know what? Leon's curious about that carriage. Can he peek a little more in the carriage, or?
Yeah, you look in the carriage and you don't see anything, but you hear almost, now that you're close enough, you hear almost what's like a knocking.
Can I Arcana check it with my +0?
Yeah.
He got a 3.
No magic.
Oh no.
Not dealing with it. Leon's like, nope, not dealing with it. He closes the carriage, and he's actually gonna take whatever food and supplies are left here at the village.
Okay. You take a bunch of food and supplies. You have about a pound each.
Yeah, that's enough to come back and tell them the news.
You hear the banging
Well,
get
Uncle Leon's
louder.
coming back. Mary's like, please
You
open
hear
the
the
carriage.
yeah, you hear the banging in the carriage get louder as you begin to leave.
Oh, can I perception check where the banging is coming from?
Yeah.
How about
I actually didn't mean to roll already, but I'll take it. I rolled a little fast, but I got a 23.
Nice. You think that the banging is coming from inside the carriage under the wood.
Well,
So when
I
you get
guess
in the
Leon will
carriage, your
try.
feet would sit there, but it sounds like the sound is coming from within that.
Can Leon tear open the wood? Not like, trying to hurt the person, but he's gonna be like,
Try to get to.
Actually, when you get to the little carriage, you look down and you see that there's a hatch. And you lay a hand on it and you think that this is where the banging is coming from, and there's a lock.
What? Is there arcana magic on the lock?
No, it just looks like a regular lock.
He's gonna break it open.
No, Leon, do
You break it
better.
off,
Don't
Leon
lie.
is gonna break it.
as soon as you break it off, it bursts open and out climbs a young boy, and he's a human, and
Aw.
he's not like he's like a teenager almost, and he climbs out and
No, not a kid. Ah!
he waves at you.
I love that I called it.
Leon, like, is thrown back on the floor and hits his ass, and he starts coughing because his lungs are bad. He's like, "What the hell?"
You see, the boy stands and he walks over to you and he taps your shoulder, like trying to
He looks at.
help you because you got startled.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Why were you
Hello,
at the bottom of
child.
the carriage?
He gestures to the bodies that are out there.
Oh, okay. No, he already can put it together. I know he's not smart, but he's not that dumb either. And he's like, "When did this happen?"
He holds up a
2 days ago.
He nods.
Oh, he's not gonna question why this boy is not speaking. It doesn't really matter to him. And he says,
Ask him his name.
"What's your name?" Sorry, so sorry, so conscious.
What's your name?
What's your name?
You see him
Wait.
start. You see him start making hand gestures. And you're not 100% sure what he's saying, but you think this is sign language.
Oh.
Fuck, Josie knows sign language.
Well, can he write it in the freaking sand or the dirt?
And he's like, "Sorry, I can't understand that. Is there paper in the carriage at all?"
Actually, when you say you can't understand, he goes back in the little cupboard and he pulls out a piece of paper and he writes his name down, and he writes it in common because he's not sure of whatever languages you speak. And you read the name Bow. BOW.
Aww.
Oh.
That's cute.
Alright,
as
let me write
fuck.
that down. Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down, write it down! Leon becomes an adoptive father, and now Josie and Leon are now parents. And that's killed Leon a little bit inside.
Bo, where was Bo found, by the way?
What city is this?
It didn't have a sign, so you're not sure.
Okay, well, Leon's like, whatever. The next city, there's not too close enough. The only big city that's sure to be safe is the one thing. And he's like, "Okay, kid. Bo, we got a big situation I got with some other kids like you right now."
Actually, as you start talking,
So,
he writes and says, "What's your name?"
oh, my name's Leon.
He nods.
Well, I got some other kids that I need to meet up with also. We can take this carriage and stuff like that. Do you want to come along? Do you need to look for anyone here, like your parents or anything?
He thinks for a moment and says, well, not says, he writes, he says, you can borrow my carriage. He says, I'll come along. What do you need it for? He completely ignores the question regarding his parents.
Okay, that's
Oh.
Leon won't. Leon's not gonna pry into that. He's
No
like,
parents.
well, people, when your place got raided, they took some people with magic and they basically abused them. Encampment, slavery type stuff.
He writes,
And we
this
need
is
to
not
get
my
them.
city.
And he's like, interesting.
He says,
Sounds like a Lucian ordeal.
he wrote down, I travel.
You know what? I can understand that, kid. I travel a lot too, so I get where you're coming from. Well, if you'd like, if I can borrow your carriage so kindly as to help these people, and I'll give you your carriage back.
He nods.
If there's any damage done, I'll pay for it.
He nods and he writes down. He says, "I'll drive."
All right, I trust the kid. He's not gonna smoke in the carriage because he's a very polite man. He would never smoke in front of a child.
And then he
But he
starts
really
taking
wants to.
the carriage back as you direct him the way. Back to the kids. What are you guys doing as this day slowly goes by?
You can play 20 questions.
Playing Uno with the people.
Okay, you can play Uno. They might not be the best players, but they see you want to play some kind of card game with them, and you see them just kind of throw cards down, and you're like, "No, that's not how you play." And then they pick the card back up, and then they put a different card down.
Okay, me being nice, I won't let them win and be like, and I'm gonna clap and be like, look, you beat me. And I point at the cards very excited, like, look, you beat me.
They kind
Good
of
job. And I give them a thumbs up.
they wave their arms in the air like victory.
That's
Aw.
cute. Raise their morale.
I'm gonna be like, my name is Siren. I'm an orc. That's why I'm green. And I just like point at my screen like green.
Actually,
He just smiles like he's trying to make friends.
Faith, you'd actually hear them, because most of the tieflings actually speak Infernal. You hear the tiefling from before who spoke broken English. So Siren, you wouldn't understand this, but as Siren says, "I am an orc. That is why I am green."
Sorry.
The tieflings look at each other and they one says, "Does he think we're stupid?"
Oh fuck. He says that like, oh fuck. Well, he doesn't understand that, so
That shit cracked me up.
LMAO.
he's gonna look at them like, what did he say?
Uh,
Tell him that
they're not
tell him-
stupid, you know. They understand what you are.
Oh. He gets all like embarrassed, like, I'm so sorry. Tell him I'm sorry. He's gonna like push him a little bit. Tell him I'm sorry.
They also know what you're saying, but they just can't speak back to you because they don't like know how to speak the language, but they can interpret it.
They nod.
Oh. Fuck. He's like, well, then you didn't beat me. Low key, kind of, you actually lost a lot.
Girl, why are you making them feel bad?
I'm kidding. He doesn't say that. He's not the type of person. He's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it to come across that way.
One of the tieflings actually holds up a finger, and they look at the
He's
card.
flipping you off.
No, they're not flipping you off. He holds up a finger like, "Give me a minute," right? And he looks at the
Okay.
cards and he shuffles them a bit, and I want you to make an Arcana check.
Okay. Give me a 20. 18.
Okay. You see him do some kind of spell on the cards, and they look completely different now. They look like a whole different set.
Oh
And
wow.
you've never, seen these kind of cards before or played a game like this, but the man lays down the cards and he glances to Faith and says, "Can you translate?"
Yeah, he'll translate.
Okay.
Oh, you're learning a new game.
And the tieflings say, from where we are from, we do not have games like this Uno you speak of. We play games that are more like this." And you see him place a card down, and he says something, and you're not sure what he says, and even Faith, you're not sure what he says. But suddenly the picture raises off of the little card, and it becomes like a moving picture. And he says, so the card game we play is we all have cards and we pass them out, and we place them in order for how we think that they happened. And the more people who get it correct, the more points they get, and the one who ends up with the most points wins.
Okay.
Slide
Okay.
puzzle.
Slide puzzle. Okay. Okay. He just nods like,
So-
okay, I understand.
So yeah, so essentially it's it's like you're trying to put together a scene of a movie.
Okay. Well, I want to play. I want to play. He nods like, I understand. Okay.
The guy starts shuffling the cards, and then he starts passing them out. And I want you to roll an intelligence check.
Am I smart?
We'll see.
No.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
You got a plus.
No, I'm not. I'm not smart. I'm so dumb.
What'd you
I got a
get?
5.
You got a 5.
5.
You get 0 points
Damn it.
at the end of the game, and all of the tiefling walk around you and they kind of pat you on the back like it's okay.
Is it okay?
Faith
I
actually
lost.
laughs pretty hard. Because now you're the stupid one.
I'm not the stupid. You're the stupid. Oh, he gives him like a smile. Like, it's okay. It's fine. I won the next one.
Okay, and you guys play again. All right, you do that for a few hours. Is there anything else you guys want to do before Leon gets back?
Hmm.
We can go hunting and gathering.
Oh. In the desert?
I'm sure we could find a rabbit or something.
Damn, Leon can dig a scorpion out of the ground for y'all if he was there.
Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
He'll be like, "Hey, watch this siren," and he's like, sticks his hand in the sand. He starts like searching around, and he's like, "Look at this," and he pulls out a scorpion.
Oh my god.
Just to scare Siren's ass.
I think Simon would literally scream and run away. No.
He's like,
honestly, Faith is just like there with the people and Siren translating, so he's not really gonna do anything else.
Okay.
Peaches, do y'all hear her? She was like,
nope.
No.
it was cute. Peaches.
Leaf and the rest of them are also gonna join in.
Who
The
is
fuck are
this?
you doing, baby?
What is this? What is this, Jacqueline?
Mary knows this.
Karen's coming over the.
I'm trying to walk, and she runs right into my feet, and I'm about to trip over her ass.
Also, I stole a picture from the internet, but this is Bo.
Oh, he's a baby. He looks like he can sell me something. Ah!
The freak is my mommy.
Let me see.
Wait,
Baby.
that's
Where?
Bo?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
Bo.
I thought this was a fucking child.
No, I said he was a teenager. I didn't say exactly what his age was, bro.
Oh
Let me
my
grapefruit
god.
him.
Leon
Let
didn't
me
even
grapefruit
ask.
him.
I mean,
Jesus.
for real. I said he's a
He's hot.
teenager, and he's not a child. He is a teenager.
This
I-
child better not be adopted into the family.
He's also a human. And he's not like,
He's hot.
if I had to put an age on him, he's like 17, 18.
That's not bad. I'm 19.
So he's
I'll wait
basically
for
our
that man
age to
before the
be
session
to
ends.
explain. Anyway. All right. So a few hours later, all of the people go to sleep, and you guys see a carriage pulling up.
You don't know what's inside the carriage.
Okay, so we just see the carriage. So we look at the carriage and we wave at
You
it.
remember what Leon said about if you see anyone.
Oh yeah, run and
You don't
hide.
know if Leon's in the carriage or not because he hasn't shown himself yet. I think Leon took a fat nap in the carriage. He just passed out because he's an old man.
Well,
No
I mean,
cap.
we're probably ducking. We're like, everyone hide, and we like, I don't know, lay low, and we avoid the carriage at all costs because
You
that's the only thing
pretend to
we
be
can
the
do.
people. You pretend to be the people.
And what? The people? Like, there's nothing to hide behind other than the people, really.
Okay.
What's going on?
A carriage.
A carriage is coming over the.
Oh shit. Um. I had a feeling something would happen, so I gave Faith, I gave him greater invisibility, I think.
Before you cast a spell.
You want to use it?
Someone said something about before you cast a spell, so I'm wondering if someone's gonna do something.
No. No one's gonna do anything.
I was making fun of you. I don't know how close is the carriage to them, by the way.
It's about a mile off, so they just see it in the distance.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll have him cast it at the 6th level, but it doesn't say, like, I'm assuming that if you cast it at a higher level that you can make more people invisible.
Correct.
But it doesn't say, like, how many people.
What is it's greater invisibility, right? Is there like a range or radius instead? Because greater invisibility might be a orb instead of choosing people.
Oh, hold on. It says you and a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. So it's a touch thing.
Yeah. However,
Touch.
I guess what level I'm asking are you doing it at? Because the higher levels you get, the more creatures you can do it with.
I was gonna do it at the highest level, so 6th level.
Okay, look at your sheet and tell me what it says for 6th level under ability. So look at the spell is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about.
Oh, it says
that.
at higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot level above 2nd.
Oh,
Okay,
for
there
some
you
reason
go.
it doesn't say that for me.
Yeah, so basically, if you cast at 6th level and that's 3rd, you get to choose, I think, 3 more people. So you get to choose 5 people, including yourself.
At 6th level.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess Faith will do it on himself and the people that they saved.
There's 20 people.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You can cast it on. Leon said to cast on yourselves because, you're all royalty.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess he'll just cast it on ourselves.
Okay, so everyone's invisible minus the people. Spring does minor illusion over the people, so it looks like they're not there. And you guys watch the carriage get closer, and then it suddenly stops, and you see the man that I sent a picture of at the front of the carriage. He hops out of the carriage and he looks around, and
Leon's asleep in the carriage, so
yeah,
just fucking smack his ass.
and Bo looks around and he's really confused. Um, and then he walks to the back of his carriage and he pokes Leon.
Leon wakes up. He's not a heavy sleeper, and he's like, "What? Huh?"
He writes down, "There's no one
He's
here."
like, just give me a second. I told them to do something in case danger arose. So Leon lazily gets out the cart, gets out of it, and he's like, "It's all right, kids. It's just me."
Okay.
As Leon coughs, his signature cough.
I assume that when this happens, Faith and Spring will dispel their spells they did. And they kind of they look at you guys.
Leon's like, "Well, big big news. So it seems that the people that ran the encampment, or whoever is running these types of encampments, have raided the city nearby.
Oh no.
And so it's completely destroyed."
Shit.
So the village near there, I assumed, was probably raided the same way because it happened 2 days ago. Or 3 days ago now, kind of. And the only city that's even safe is near the portal now.
Peaches.
As Leon's talking, you see this figure you guys don't know next to him. He writes down, "I'm Bo," and he just shows you guys the piece of paper.
Oh, yes, and this is Bo. Sorry about that.
He writes down, "This is my carriage."
Is it a big carriage, or is it like a
It's pretty
suitable
big.
size
You
carriage?
think that it could actually fit everybody and y'all.
That'd be really nice. I promised Bo that if he helped us, I would help him back, and if any damages are done, then I'll pay him for the carriage. Both Kiara and Haley are muted, so we are both dead, Mary. Is it nighttime?
It's about afternoon, yeah.
Okay.
Late afternoon, so maybe 7.
That's cool as fuck. Funny as fuck. Anyway, Leon's just vibing. He's like, "Well, if Bo's ready, then we can take his carriage. And if you wanna, I know I didn't say the amount of people to you, but if you're okay with helping these people to take it to the city, then I'd really appreciate it."
He gives a thumbs up.
Cool little dude. How tall is Bo?
He's not as tall as everyone else. He's 5'10".
Oh my god, Leon's a fucking tower over this man.
Yeah, he's pretty
How was he not? How is he not fucking terrified of Leon's ass?
because Leon basically saved him from starving to death.
Oh yeah, he was locked in there. Leon said, "Let me open this fucking bitch."
Another reason that he's
Anyway.
trying to help Leon, because he feels like he owes him.
Oh, Leon's like, "You don't owe me shit, man. I owe you the shit."
He doesn't specify anything, but he just kind of agrees to anything Leon says.
Leon coughs a bit, and he says, I guess both of them will agree that we should load the people on there."
Yeah, so I assume everybody helps all the people get on. And then lastly, Spring and everybody else will get on. Who wants to sit up front with Bo?
Leon wants
Leon?
to.
Okay. Leon will sit up front with bow. And you guys head off to the
He's
portal
gonna
city.
tell Faith, Spring, if they still have any spell slots left, that if danger starts coming towards them, to use it on the cart and the people, so we can't be seen.
Spring agrees.
And also cast minor illusion on, I guess, us royals, to make sure that when we enter the city, it doesn't seem suspicious.
And on.
If we don't run into any trouble beforehand, though.
Okay. As you guys start traveling through the night, I assume you're all gonna take it's gonna basically be a long rest for you guys. So you can take a long rest and then get your spell slots back if you used any. And you will arrive at the portal city the next morning.
He's Leon's like, Spring! He like gives her like a hand cue to fucking Spring.
She minor illusions everybody so they look a little different.
Cool, that's all we needed.
I
guess we approach the city.
As you're approaching the city and Bo notices you guys do minor illusion, he writes on his little piece of paper, he says on the paper, "Are you criminals?"
No, we're not criminals. We come from that other planet, and we're not really supposed to be here, but we wanted to help people out.
He nods and says, he writes, "Why would they want you dead? For helping."
It's a contract with the two planets. They're not supposed to interfere with politics, really. Or I'm not supposed to interfere with politics.
He writes down and says, "That only applies to the nobles. Are you noble?"
I am a noble, but these kids are not. They decided to help me.
He thinks for a moment and then nods.
I just don't want them get them in any trouble.
He nods.
Leon's like kind of like semi-lie.
Yeah, no, you don't know if he believed the lie or not.
Yeah, I think Leon would trust the kid enough, but also like there's some things that need to be put under bricks. Unless, he decides to, I don't know, follow us somewhere. For no damn reason. But I guess you can continue.
Do you want to ask him any questions before you guys you get to the city?
Leon will ask where he's traveled before. Since he's a travel kid.
You see him write on his piece of paper, and he says, "I'm originally from Nixerberus, but he says, but I decided that I wanted to come to Earth and explore it as well. He says, so I've kind of been everywhere."
Leon nods and he's like, I feel you on that, kid. He has not pulled out a cigarette yet, but he really fucking wants to.
Any other questions before you get to the city?
No, that's about it, really.
Okay. You arrive in the city and he pulls up. There are guards outside, and the guards kind of wave at Bo like they already know him. And he waves back and he keeps on trucking through the city, and he stops by the nearest doctor, like apothecary, so that these people can get diagnosed.
What's an apothecary?
It's a doctor's
like a
office.
doctor hospital. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your mom decided to buy furniture. That's really good.
And she said, "I can't move this. Help me." I was like, "Sure, I'll help you move loud objects." I'm like, "Can this wait?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay."
But Leon will handle the apothecary business and say, "Hey, we found all these people like laying in a desert. I guess their carriage got attacked, and they're all like injured and stuff."
Do they have Medicare?
The apothecary will nod, and they'll they kind of, you see that they kind of feel bad for all of the people for the state that they're in, and so they say that they'll do this for free. And they
Sweet.
help they start helping all the people in and start treating them.
Leon will write down the name of the apothecary so he can be like, "Hey, we should support this apothecary."
Let's give him a raise.
You want the
Well,
name
'cause
of the
Leon,
apothecary or the business?
this specific apothecary, because the business doesn't determine certain areas.
Yeah. So, this apothecary runs the business on his own. He is
Okay,
a
well, if it's
elvish man, and name is I fucking hate names.
Leroy.
No, it's definitely not
Doctor
Leroy.
Caillou.
Doctor Caillou.
Can it be Pablo from
No,
Backyardigans?
no.
I need the name of all 20 people right now, Mary.
Okay, first name Sawyer, middle name Titties.
Sawyer Titties. Pop Tropica.
I know.
The
Down.
man's
Please,
name.
down.
The man's name is Veteran.
Down.
I'll write it.
Dr. Bertrand. What's the name of the city?
Veteran.
Everyone refers to it as Portal City. They don't really have a name for it otherwise.
Portal City. Okay, I'll just write that down for Leon so he can be like, "Oh yeah, this apothecary is pretty good. I had like lung problems. I had lung cancer and they cured it."
City, Portal City. That's the only city I have written down so far.
While this is happening, Bo actually walks over to Siren and Spring and everybody, and he writes down, it's nice having met you guys.
Oh,
I'll be like, can you, how do they say it?
what's your
Can
phone
you
number?
read mouths?
He says I can hear. Not says it, but he writes it down.
Oh, you can hear. Okay, good. Like, oh, it's nice to meet you too. So what were you doing in the desert by yourself in the middle of nowhere?
He
It
writes.
wasn't in the desert. Leon found it in the city.
He writes. I was not at the desert. I was in a city, and I travel.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming here. You ever been on what's this place called? Starts with an N.
Nick Cerberus?
Whatever.
Cerberus.
Nick Cerberus?
Yes. You can just call it Nick's if it's that hard.
Nick.
No, not Nick. Nick's.
Oh, Nick's.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Nick.
I give him a handshake. I think that's very appropriate. I give him a handshake.
He shakes your hand. Did you ask him if he's ever been to Nick Cerberus?
Yeah.
He writes down and says, I'm from Nick Cerberus.
Oh.
And he writes down.
That's cool. What part?
He
never mind,
says
go ahead.
he writes down capital city, which you would know is
Capital
the
city.
city that has the palace in it.
Ooh. Oh wow. Luxury. Oh my god.
You live in it, bitch. But Leon, you heard Leon hide it basically and say he's the only noble.
Oh, okay. So it's like, I've heard good things about that city, and he just kind of smiles.
He writes down.
Welcome home. Siren. This is Siren. Spring.
Lucian,
Leaf.
Leaf.
Leaf. Yeah.
Faith.
Leaf and Faith. Yeah.
Okay.
And he points to each one of them.
He nods and he kind of chuckles to himself.
What's funny? What's so funny?
He writes down, "You're bad liars."
What are you talking? We're not lying. Are we lying? Leaf, are we lying? I don't
What?
think we're lying.
Did Leon walk out by this time?
Yes.
He sighs as soon as he hears them all say their real names, and he's like, "Damn." I should have taught
He
them how
write
to lie
he
better.
he turns to Leon and he writes it down. He said he writes down, I knew who you were the second I met you.
Who are we then?
He's like, well, there goes my fucking shield.
He writes, I'm literally from Capital City. I used to see you guys like every day.
Oh. Well,
as
hey
long as you
neighbor.
as long as you keep this good and secret, I think we shall be good. Since we don't want to cause any big wars when he got other problems going on.
Oh yes, please. I'm sure we can somehow settle this and keep this under wraps. I have Uno and some sandwiches in my backpack. Please don't let anybody know we were here.
Yeah, but Leon's like, yeah, just keep her under good wraps.
He writes down, he shrugs and writes down, I just travel.
Thank you.
I don't give
That sounds good to me.
politics.
Oh, me
Well,
neither.
here, Leon's gonna give him 50 platinum for the
Just
stuff he got, because Leon has fucking money and he doesn't give a shit.
take the money.
He doesn't have to
I'm
take the
kidding.
money, Siren, if he doesn't want to.
I'm kidding. He didn't say that. He didn't really say that. That was me saying that. Take the money.
He refuses the money and he writes down, he says, a favor for a favor.
Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds cool.
Because Leon basically saved him from starving to death, so.
Yeah.
So Leon will nod his head and say, well, thank you. It means a lot. You stay safe out there, alright?
He nods, and you see him walk over to Spring, and he gives a small bow to her, and he hops on his carriage, and then he rides off.
He's gone just like that? Wait, no, come back.
No, he's got to go. Let him go.
Oh, my friend.
You have a bunch of people your age. Leon is old as fuck.
My friend. We should have adopted him.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I have a conspiracy theory. Okay.
What is it?
Okay. He has a wagon. Okay. Who else has a wagon? Gerald. This is past tense Gerald.
No.
This is Gerald when he was young.
What about Schnitzel, bro?
Oh yeah, Schnitzel. That might be his brother or something. I don't know. Oh wait, this is Schnitzel. Wait.
No, Schnitzel is just on another plane of existence. He can't.
Let me enjoy my fantasy.
Well, Leon's gonna cough and say, you can all go on ahead. I'm just gonna take a smoke here since y'all are near the portal.
No, we're good here.
Unless y'all want me to follow you all the way to the palace.
I would like you to follow us all the way to the palace.
Okay, you want me to hold your hand too?
Sure, as long as you wipe my ass. And he just smiles.
Did he actually say that to Leon?
Yeah, he's getting too comfortable.
Leon's actually he's gonna let out, you know how like dads have that like bear laugh?
Yeah.
Leon's actually gonna fucking laugh like that.
Aw, that's really sweet. He just smiles. He's like, no, I'm kidding. Yes, we would like you to come with us, just in case if anything happens.
Alright. Let's get going then. I don't think I can handle not having a cigarette for any longer.
Alright, go ahead, we'll wait.
Okay, well, Leon's gonna actually walk behind you and smoke.
Nice.
So you don't have to smell it. We just head home.
Such a friendly dad.
He acts like he doesn't care, but you can see that he doesn't. He does care.
He's like the cool uncle. Definitely.
Well, is everyone clean, by the way? Because prestidigitation and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. So I guess we'll all walk to the portal with minor illusion on and go home.
You get to the portal and they don't recognize you, and they say, you cannot use.
Oh, before we do that, let's unminor illusion ourselves before we reach the portal.
You unminor illusion.
Okay, we unminor illusions.
And Spring waves, and they wave at Spring, and she goes through the portal, and you guys follow her.
Okay. Yay.
You're back on Ixerborough!
Woo! Do we go home?
Yeah, you make it back to the
4
palace.
days?
You're all home. It wasn't
Leon,
exactly
give
4 days. It was more like 3 days, but you know, you made it a little early.
Leon give the longest fucking sigh you've ever heard. And he's like, I'm gonna take a long nap.
Okay, you do that.
Okay?
Okay. We'll leave you alone for at least 4 hours. How does that sound?
At least 4, give me 8.
That's gonna be $20.
I'm sorry, rich man.
Who, me?
As soon as you guys get to the palace, you immediately see Leaf and Lucian start heading back to the throne room because they gotta get prepared for their own individual missions.
That's good.
Now it's up to free roam. Y'all get to decide what you want to do. You have missions you can do, but ultimately it's up to you guys. You can also talk to characters if you want to check in with them and see what's up, but free roam.
Oh, actually, is there anybody like in the palace who does like research or like some sort of like library or something I can do to research these cuffs?
Actually, Luna's the one who does the most research, and you would know this. So if you want to research anything, you'd have to go to your mom.
Oh, let's not do that. Can someone else go to my mom?
Leon can, I guess.
My AirPod died, so I can't hear a single thing. Hold on.
Leon's about to go sleep this time. He's like, "You do this for me?" And he's like, "Shut the fuck up." It kills him.
I swear to God, on God in heaven, if my AirPods are dead, I'm gonna scream.
She better scream.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Leon is smoking in front of the palace, Mary.
Okay, make a strength check.
No! Ah! Tired of it. You got a 20?
Okay. It feels like your cigarette's trying to fly out of your hand, but you hold on to it.
I think Leon's actually gonna do a perception check because he's tired of this shit happening like for like what 10 years now.
Okay.
20.
You don't see anyone, but you feel like there's a presence.
And he's like, he whispers under his like, "What in the goddamn? Is these fucking ghosts?" Because he's +0 in intelligence.
I want you to make.
He's actually gonna.
I want you to make a wisdom save.
No, man.
What'd you get?
A 15.
Okay.
Mary said no drug addict.
You throw down your entire pack of cigarettes, including the one you're smoking, and you start stomping on them.
Leon sighs. Leon sighs, and he's like, "Oh, not again." Can he make another perception because he's tired of it?
Yeah.
Or he can make one more perception check. He got a 25.
Same thing as before. You sense a presence, but you can't see anything.
Oh my god.
Something in you makes you think that it's magic, but you're not sure because you're not really good at magic.
Oh, he sucks at magic. No, he's actually gonna stomp over to Josie because he feels like she's the one doing it.
Okay.
You know, Josie's just being, I guess I want Josie to check on Archeon also.
Okay.
At this time too.
Yeah. Okay. You can. Do you know where? Well, you're not sure where Archeon is. I mean, if you want to look around the castle, you know he's here somewhere, but you're not sure.
Josie will ask around, see if she can find Archeon. She hasn't talked to him in a hot minute.
If you ask one of the maids will be like, "Oh, Archeon is at the front of the palace. He was waiting on Shanra to arrive."
Oh, cool. Josie will go over there then.
Okay, you go to
I'm
the
excited for
front gate, and you see Archeon waiting, and you see a little carriage come up, and you see him help Chandra out of the carriage. And he turns and he sees you, and he is like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be so bad. I won't eat it.
Haley's coming off a bike. You can go to Kiara's thing right now, though.
Top
I know
part or
Kiara
the
wanted to give the cuffs to somebody.
Yeah. What did you want to do, Kiara?
I want to see if we can get some information on the cuffs, like see if there's any like.
Give it to your mom.
Oh Lord, be like, hey mom, I found this. Where's this from Earth? Where did you get this?
You could ask Leanna to take it with her.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to Leon and be like, I know I said I wasn't gonna bother you. Well, actually, I'm gonna knock on his door really quietly first.
Oh yeah, by the way, Leon actually hasn't went to his room. He's still in the front, and you see him looking around frantically, like a fucking madman.
Oh my god.
No, I just want you to look at the. No.
So you can ask him what's up.
I look at him and be like, are you okay? I'm gonna poke around the corner like, are you okay? Who are you looking for?
I swear there's ghosts around here.
What makes you say that?
My cigarettes keep getting knocked out of my hand. I keep destroying my own pipes.
And
it's magic, I know it, but I suck at magic.
You want me to check for you?
You know what? I'd appreciate your help.
Okay, I'm gonna check. Anything for my peepaw?
Peepaw.
What are you checking exactly?
To see if there's any presents, or yeah, just to see if there's any presents. See if there's anybody around us.
Is there any magic on
you? Since
or
you
magic
are
anywhere?
a magic user, you know that there is no presence. There's no one using invisibility or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him and be like, I'm not sensing anything at all. And he
Leon,
narrows his eyes like, are you okay?
I don't think I am, but let's just put that aside for now. I'll look again. But what did you need?
These cuffs, the ones that I have. I was wondering if you could somehow give these to Mom and see if she can figure out what these are from or anything about these. Can I inspect it to see if there's any like symbol or anything on them? Like nothing. They're just cuffs, like normal cuffs.
Actually, speaking, there is a symbol on them. However, you're not sure of the symbol's origin. You've never seen a symbol like this before, basically. Yeah. Got ha. Hold up.
Got ha. Well, Josie will just check up with Archeon and Shadra, really, and ask him how they're doing. And she's disabled.
I forgot that Archeon had a voice, but he had a British accent. I'll do that starting now. He says, we're doing fine. Chandra had some business that she had to do over at home, so she was a little late. But yeah, no, nothing much has been happening. Everything's been pretty fine in regards to our city. How about yours?
So far, does Josie have any problems in our city?
Actually, no. Everything's
Besides
been
the
kind of
minor
resolved.
Josie will like, everything's pretty resolved, though it feels weird to be back in the seat again, to be honest.
He nods and he says, I totally understand. Also, have you seen Leon anywhere?
Did Leon already come back at this time? Like, is he already like at the palace?
Yes. So
Oh yes.
this is simultaneously happening. So the conversation that Leon is having with Josie is simultaneously happening as the Leon and Siren conversation.
Oh well, Josie would be like, so apparently Leon had a great idea to take the kids out on this big trip. All of the kids. Well, besides Shauna, where she had her home things, and he said they'd be back in 4 days. And I think I saw him think I saw him enter today, actually, with all the kids intact. So I know they were hiding something, but I didn't pry any further.
He nods, and Chandra chimes in. She says, "She says, wait, that means Lucian's here and Leaf, and 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 she, like you see her just like saying all of the names of her friends."
Aw.
Yes,
So
they're all
cute.
back. They're all back home, and they're all at the palace.
You see her say, "I gotta go talk to Leaf. I'll be back," and she just disappears.
I think we did.
What'd you say? You cut out.
Good. But I think Josie and Archeon have like the side eye. Oh, Haley said that she didn't know her mic was on the whole entire time,
Oh,
but she's back upstairs.
okay.
Josie gives like Archeon that fucking like side eye, not the bad side eye, but like this is funny as fuck kind of shit.
He laughs to himself as he watches her freaking bolt off. And he says, uh, he says, um, has there been any problems around here? He says, I kind of missed the meeting. He says, I came for the later portion of it, but I kind of was late.
So Josie will just give them the meeting in full. I don't need to describe that as her.
Okay, cool. And I assume y'all chat a little more and catch up on everything as time goes on, but
Leon is taking the cuffs to Luna right now.
okay.
Luna's in her office reading or writing something.
You
Probably.
guys walk up to
Or
each other.
eating.
You guys walk up to each other. Leon approaches Luna, and you guys have a conversation. Go for it.
Leon gives his usual crush bump. So is it morning time?
What did you say? You cut out so bad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, is it morning?
you're still cutting out a little bit, but I understand
Okay.
what you said. Yes. It's not morning. It's more like afternoon.
Okay, it's afternoon. So, I guess Leon will come into Luna's office, which also signifies all the kids are home. To Luna. And, and Leon's like, he does a signature cough and he's like, well, we came back from our shift safely. Not a scratch on your son.
Where is he? She doesn't even look back at him. She's like writing something down. I was like, where is he?
He decided to wander the palace with Leaf.
All right, good. Finally, that's good. What's up? And she rolls around in a little rolly chair just to look at him.
And he says, well, I found these suspicious cuffs while we were out on our adventure or going to the big city.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say I saw them and I was like, this does not look right. It could lead to maybe Lucian's investigation on Earth about the cult and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm not a magic person, so I don't know what the fuck to do with this.
And what the fuck do you want me to do with it? I'm kidding, no.
I don't know, be a bitch about it, I guess, Luna.
I guess. I don't know what else you want me to do, sir. Kidding. No,
yes,
Luna looks at it, she stands up, she looks at it, she's like, alright, I'll see what I find out. And, where did you find this again?
Just on our trip way back.
I see. Well, what did you guys do on the...
He needs to lie. Oh, he needs to roll a deception roll. Oh!
Yep.
Yep.
I got a 17.
Alright, what do I have to roll?
Insight.
Oh shit, I forgot. I need to open Luna's page. Hold on. Fuck!
Luna finds he's lying. He's like, I'm gonna go tell Josie. He's like, no! No!
I'm gonna tell Josie, she's gonna beat you up. I'm gonna get my mom to beat up your mom.
I'm gonna get my mom to beat up your mom.
You said what? Insight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she has high insight, bro.
No, you gotta stay away from me.
18.
No!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
Damn.
No!
Luna just narrows her eyes. She's like,
Yeah, no, you definitely know he's lying.
okay. And I was like, alright, I'll see what I figure out. I'll let you know when I get back to it, alright? And she just gives him like a little smile. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me. You can
Alright, good.
relate to your son because I don't think I'd be around.
What did you say?
So-
Sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
You can give the information to your son, and because I won't be around most likely.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let him know when I'm done doing whatever this is.
Luna beats the fuck out of Leon.
And then right before he leaves, like, and I'm gonna ask him to tell me where he was. Thank you, Leon.
He gives a cough. He's like, "You're welcome."
He's like, you're welcome.
I have a question.
He's like, oh,
So
fuck.
when Luna
Leon's
takes
going
when
straight
when
to
Luna
best.
takes these cuffs, I have a question. Does she grab them with her bare hands?
Mhm.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't see why she wouldn't. I'll be honest.
You feel like these cuffs are tearing you apart as you hold them.
I drop them on the floor.
And the voice in your head sounds like staticky almost now.
She knocks at the side of her head like, "Hello?" No, I'm kidding.
And
she's just like in her head. She's like, "Hello, hello."
you just hear static.
Oh no. She looks she's like panicking. She's like, "Oh shit!" And she picks up these handcuffs with like some gloves or something, and she sets them like on her desk, and she starts researching them.
Okay. I'll let you know what you do. Interpret. As you look at these cuffs, you realize they're from. Well, actually, do an Arcana check first, and we'll see how much you get.
23.
Nice. Okay, you're gonna get a lot. So they're from like you sense an aura from them that indicates they were made on Earth. Because the magic of Earth and the magic of Nixerbros and other planes, they all are drastically different from one another. So a spellcaster, when they cast a spell on something or they enchant it or whatnot, it has an imprint on it. The type of magic they use.
Okay.
So, as you also observe them, you realize that there is a symbol on it, and you look at the symbol, and it looks familiar actually. You glance at the glyph on your arm, and then you glance back at the symbol, and it seems that they're correlated, but you're not inherently sure what they say or what it means. So the most you get is that it's correlated to limbo somehow.
Okay. Okay, I'm writing this down. Hold on.
Write it down.
Because I really do be forgetting, and I really want to understand. Correlating to limbo. Okay. Okay, I got it.
And
All
you hear the voice in your head, like the static disappears, and you can hear their words once more. And they say, "Holy shit, that was awful."
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. He thinks for a moment, and he says, "I think that this magic was trying to drain me, I guess you could say." He says, "I don't know. It's like it was trying
Trying to
to."
purge you?
Yeah, kind of. He says it's like it was trying to absorb me.
Yeah, we're not touching these. We're gonna do extensive research on these then. Yeah, Luda's like, you took my son somewhere he shouldn't have gone, and then you give me stuff that hurts me? Bro, what?
I swear I was
Well,
just doing drugs in
actually,
alleyway.
Leon, you wouldn't have known to warn Luna because,
That's true.
to
'Cause he
your
doesn't know
knowledge,
he has
Luna
magic
doesn't
either.
have any magic. Yeah,
It did drain him though. Like
it did
still.
drain his life force, but
It's okay.
after the shield dropped, it no longer did that to you.
That's true. That is true.
But you also didn't
Oh
trial
well.
run it
Well,
and
Leon.
see if if it still drained like other people, like the magic using kids if they held it for too long.
Leon's gonna get his whooped ass by Luna.
She is. She's just like she's running for the right moment. She's gonna try to figure out herself where they went. And if she can't, she's gonna be like, "Where are you gonna take my son?" And then her son's gonna be like, "Sorry, mom." And he's like, "You know what? You can never do anything wrong. Give you a key."
Give you a
Meanwhile,
key.
Leon's like in a trash can somewhere.
Leon is behind. Like we're gonna treat him like we did with that one guy, Ricardio, and we're gonna chop him up in little pieces.
No.
No, but
Can't do
Luna's gonna be really upset at Leon though. She might she don't want to beat him up, but she'll feel like beating him up. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's okay. Leon's an old dude. I think you're both really tall, so it's really funny.
It's like giants fighting.
It's basically freaking Lady Demescrew and her brother fighting.
Wow. That woman does so much to me.
I'm losing my damn mind. But actually, Leon's gonna be going up to Josie and Archeon because he wants to fucking get Josie's ass.
Okay.
Even though he's scared of
As
Josie.
Leon approaches Josie and Archeon sees Leon coming, and he quickly says, "All right, well, I'll talk to you later, Josie. Bye." And then he just like rushes off.
Does Josie know?
Make an
Yeah,
insight
remember
check.
she fun.
No, this is like for me and Mary because I was like, I know I said something about it. Let me go to her character sheet. I got an 18.
You make the assumption that that the reason that Archeon ran off was because he likes Leon. Yeah, he got nervous and shy.
Leon notices Archeon and says goodbye. And first he's like, Josie, why do you go away? And Josie's like, I don't fucking know. Don't ask my ass. Like that kind of sibling talk, you know, like don't fucking ask me. Shut your
Yeah.
ass up.
Like me,
And
when she's talking,
then-
like, don't talk to me. I don't fucking know.
And then Leon's like, why are you doing this to me? And like, why do you keep, uncast a spell? And Josie's like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, Leon. And he's like, I know you want me to stop doing drugs because you stopped me before, but you can't stop this shit. It's like my last, coping mechanism. She's like, I promised you I wouldn't stop your smoking. And stuff like that.
It's like, you bitch. He
Yeah.
ate the last Capri Sun. You're
That's basically.
fine.
I felt like when they were young, they probably fought over the last Capri Sun.
I feel like Luna and Saren fought like that.
Yeah, but
For
Josie
sure.
and I think Leon are in the near the palace in the front, and you can kind of hear them fucking kind of going at it, but not really. It's just siblings going at it. Like it's not meant to be taken serious, but anyone outside of it is like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna eat your insides. No.
Yeah, so Josie and Leon kind of have not a screaming match, but a fight. But then Leon huffs and is like, I'm gonna find the person who fucking is doing this shit. And then he walks off. And Josie's like, damn. Luna just hears it outside of her office.
She pokes her head out to see because she's nosy.
You see fucking Josie and Leon having a fight off, and they both look very scary.
Yeah, it's like she's like terrified. She's like, ooh, ugh.
Josie eventually sighs and goes back inside. And she's like, damn, I'm gonna go check up on Lucian and see how his progress is going.
Actually, I'm gonna go check up on let's see. Who's the most breakable one in this group? Let me see.
To be fair, I'm not
Who's the
even
one I feel
sure
like
you
could
would
break?
know. So I mean, you can make you would assume one of the kids for sure, but you.
I would pick
Could
which
ask
one's the most
Josie.
cutest and innocent, and the one that's like super sweet.
You could ask Josie. She is a fucking lie detector.
At first, I would
know
try to get
that
it from the kids. If
Josie
not,
knew, yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay,
true.
and I'm gonna go to Josie then. Let's go to Josie.
You don't know that Josie
Josie
knew.
really well, so. Oh, okay. Well then, what would be Luna's first instinct? Just choose one.
I would ask Leon, but I feel like Leon would not tell me.
I
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep asking. Like,
I guess. Think about this, right? you can talk to Josie, but you wouldn't know that Josie was able to see through their lies. So if you wanted to go like talk to Josie and be like, I'm suspicious, you can do that, but you can't be like, oh, you know where they went. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna be like suspicious, but like I'm gonna walk over like, you really think Leon went to Earth or went to the big city?
Okay, go for it.
Does she see Josie right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk past Leon and just wave, and then I'm gonna go straight to Josie and be like, and I'm gonna walk next to her. I'm gonna cross my arms like, you think he went to the big city?
You gotta bend down. She's in a wheelchair.
Oh my goodness, that's how you talk to disabled people. You bend down to their eye level.
Because you are 6 foot, man. It's not a joke.
No, I won't bend down. I'm gonna lean over a little bit. Whisper.
Yeah, and Josie's like, oh, no, I know they were lying.
Okay, I'm glad we feel the same way. You want to do me a favor?
What's the favor?
I'll slide you some oil change for your wheelchair if you do this favor.
Oil change?
Oh!
Just kidding. Josie's like, just tell me the favor, Luna. You don't need to owe me anything.
Okay. I need you to find out where they went. Because they brought me back something from their trip, and it's not normal, and I don't know where it's from. And I can't pinpoint where this is coming from. I can't really do any research until I actually find out where it's from.
Give me a day. I can do it. I think I can crack
3
Leon
days. I'll
enough.
give you 3 days. How does that sound? I think you can crack Leon like a nut, so.
Oh no, it's very easy to crack Leon. It's very easy. But first I want to check up on Lucian before I do that. And plus I think Leon's kind of heated right now, so it's best not to crack him like that.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. Jesus, that looks scary. It looked like animals fighting. I was so worried I had to call somebody.
Call the 911.
Call, what's going on? I have adults fighting.
Adults fighting. No, yeah, that's Josie will just say, don't worry about that. It's just some things that happened.
I remember me and Siren used to argue like that. Is that what we look like? That's awful.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, but I can understand.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to feel like I wasn't going crazy, because I'm not crazy. And she just smiles and she's like, all right, I'm going back to my office.
I want to insight check that so bad, but I don't think Josie would.
Do it.
I would insight check that shit.
Do it.
Because
I'm not crazy.
That was so uncalled for with that smile at the end. Please.
Yeah, you know her well enough. You can make an insight check. You think something's up.
She actually got 11. Does Luna have to roll for deception?
Yeah,
for
roll
that?
for deception, actually, Luna.
I'm not crazy.
20.
Oh shit, no.
You think that she's just being fucking weird.
That's fine. I get out. Josie's like, Well, she did remember what Lucian said about her too, so she's like, okay, I'm just gonna like pretend that never happened. You said that, and I'm gonna say, okay, Luna, make
Luna's
sure.
like has schizophrenia. She's like, shh, they're speaking, and it's silent. She's like, I agree.
The voice inside of Luna's head actually says to her, "That wasn't suspicious."
She didn't catch a thing.
Josie says, like, well, make sure you're eating and drinking, Luna. I'm gonna go check on Luna.
All right.
There she goes. Actually, she also stopped by Sabora too. She has to check on both Sabora and Lucian.
Okay.
She's going to check on Sabora first. Where the fuck is she?
She's sleeping. She's going through a
Wake
depressive
up!
episode.
I'm gonna say the castle has balconies, right?
Yes.
Miri?
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Miri? I want to be looking off the balcony.
You're looking off the balcony.
Woo!
How about no?
You can't do that.
That's where she is.
Actually,
Jesse's
I wanna before you guys do this, I should mention
and be like,
when you guys find each other, when you both get to the balcony and you look over, you actually see a crowd of people rioting outside of the palace. They're protesting.
Jesus Christ.
Where are they well, do I hear it?
No,
Does
it's
Luna hear it, or does
only the people who are on the balcony know of this.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Jesse can't really see, but Jesse can still stand up, so she'll stand up to see him better.
If you want to investigate it, you
Oil.
can.
She's like, "Oh my god!"
Tell you what it's about, but
I'll roll a perception to see their signs and shit like that.
okay.
Yeah, I'll have to warn you the same.
15.
Okay.
Investigation?
Yeah, that or perception, either works.
Yeah, investigation. I got a 21.
Okay. You both see signs and you hear their chants, and you believe that these people are correlated to the issue that y'all heard of at the meeting about Zare's following and how they were making claims that the king and queen of Nyxurberos were actually tyrants and they were at fault and not Zare.
That's
So these
a
people
bald-headed lie.
are revolting, basically. Some of them are. You also notice that they're majorly just elves.
How many are there?
That's a
Sorry.
crowd of like 100.
That's not bad. It's a small crowd, but that's not a shameful one at that. Jesse's like, "You've been looking at this all day somewhere?" Like, damn.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
You know what? She can nod to that. Jesse's not like she's chaotic good, so
I love making her say questionable shit.
It's kind of funny. Low-key.
I think Jesse's used to it because she's like been with you for so long.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean you raised her, so.
I thought you were about to go on one of your like fly rides when you're up here.
I was thinking about it, but I guess I have other plans.
Jessie nods her head, and she's like, "Have you taken care of yourself lately? You better be."
Has she?
Have you?
Would you?
It's all up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus, the bar's yours.
Yeah, she has.
Good.
In the most minimal way possible, but yeah.
We don't have much to clean. Just be chilling.
Yeah.
Eat. Jessie asks, "What do you know? What mission you're planning to go on?"
Honestly, that's a really good question. Like as the player, because she's not really a politics person. So I think she'll just be like, I think I'm gonna go to Limbo.
Go with Lucian's plan.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
To be fair, Lucian's not going to Limbo. They're just investigating a cult.
Yeah, that's the closest. It might correlate with our lift. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Still in political like pacification.
Yeah.
Good. But Jessie's gonna sit back in her wheelchair and she's like, "I'm gonna go check up on Lucian. You can come with me if you'd like."
Without a word, she'll come with you.
Sabora's like, "I'm coming."
I've come.
Before she goes, though, she'll wave goodbye to the crowd.
They start screaming at you and like yelling.
Sorry, that's funny.
Jessie lets it be. But Jessie wheels on over to Lucian.
Lucian's just sitting in the planning room where you guys usually plan like your missions and stuff, and he's looking over some like information and data and everything, as well as some of the maps for the area you guys are going to be exploring.
Yeah, Josie will tell them how the kids all took a trip to Earth. Because I don't know if Sabora knows yet.
Probably not.
And they just came back.
You would see like the kids were missing, like, but you really wouldn't think too much of it.
Yeah, that's not really her concern.
She just tells you for the sake of it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's good.
But
Nice.
is Leaf in the planning room also?
Yes, actually. Except for he's kind of sitting in the corner staring at
Shit. Damn, that kid dead as fuck.
But Dad, he's just sleeping.
He's sleeping, standing while sleeping.
Is he facing the corner?
No, he's like facing towards the door and everything, but he's just like leaned up against the wall, just kind of staring aimlessly.
I think Josie would check up on Leaf. Because especially if he's like that right now, because he looks like he's so lost.
You go to like walk over, or well, roll over to Leaf. And Lucian actually stops you, and he shakes his head.
Josie will nod. She knows they need the times. But then she'll talk to Lucian and ask how the trip was.
He actually gestures for you guys to follow him out of the room. And I assume you do, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys follow him out of the room, and he looks at you guys and he says, the trip was fine. Leaf's just going through something. I'm not 100% sure what's up, but it's like a flip sometimes, like a switch flips.
Would Josie know that kind of look from being in Barovia for so long?
Josie would know the kind of look, but not because she was in Barovia. It's because she's seen this a similar look on Sabora's face before.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good, bro.
It's like
Whack as fuck.
a lack of anything. It's just nothingness is kind of what it looks like.
Josie's like, he seems like he's having trouble processing a lot of emotions right now.
Lucian nods, but then he says, I also think it's a little more than that, but I can't pinpoint what's going on. To be fair, I don't really even think that he knows what's going on.
I know Shamil told me he's like the only one that remembers everything from what happened on Xerberus. And it didn't sound nice the way he described it.
Yeah, definitely not. He says, I guess I'm just kind of worried about him because I don't know what's up, and he usually talks to us when something's going on, but he's not.
I am too. And she's like, I don't know if Shamil would be much of help, but maybe throwing Shamil in there. Because there's one brain cell, please.
And he also says, and Eliana actually wanted to talk to some of you guys. He thinks for a moment. He says he wanted to talk. He says, I know they're not here right now, but maybe you could tell them when you get a chance. She wanted to talk to Shamil, Fabian, Leon, and Siren.
Oh. Black as fuck.
What you gonna do about that?
Leon's gonna run away. I'm just kidding.
She says,
he's like, well, I'm out of here, and he evaporates.
She says, I'm not really sure what it's about, but she said it seemed urgent and really serious, and she was in the throne room, and I was just passing by, so she said to tell you guys.
I'll find Leon. Shamil can most likely find her own way.
Yeah, he says I was trying to find Leon, but he seemed to be moving around a lot, and I don't know where most people are, and kind of busy with the mission.
It's okay. Take your time, sweetie. Don't. It's okay. Just focus on your plan.
And he says, anything
Hello?
else?
No, I just wanted to make sure you're all right. If anything.
Haley?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Who does she want to talk to again?
Oh, she wants to talk
What?
to Shamil, Fabian, Leon, and Siren.
Okay.
I'll write that
Cool.
in the chat.
Shamil wants to go check on Leaf because she heard they're back and she has a bunch of snacks in her hand because she always be doing this.
Yeah, you can approach.
Shami, Fabian, move on. So.
You
I feel like
you approach the planning room and you see Leaf in there staring at the ground.
okay, first, like, Shamil's kind of like clueless, so she doesn't notice at first because she's always like that. But she has a bunch of snacks in her hand and she runs up to Leaf in her usual fashion. And she's like asking how it went and shit like that, and then she'll slowly notice that Leaf is not okay.
Actually, as soon as you say Leaf's name, he kind of snaps out of it, and he smiles at you, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, the trip was fine." And he's like talking like normal. Everybody in the doorway who was chatting actually notices this and is like, "What the fuck?" And Lucian's like, "This is the kind of switch that I was talking about. I don't know." And then you just kind of see Leaf just chat with Shamil casually, and he starts like munching on some of the snacks that she brought.
Can Shamil actually do an insight check because she's kind of clueless?
Yeah, she can do an
So-
insight check on him. He's not really hiding anything,
To know-
but we'll see how much you pick up with it.
Yeah, Shamil's not exactly the brightest person in the book, but she's very kind. She got an 8.
Okay. You think that
She's trying. That's all that matters.
you think that Leaf might have just been like in his head before you walked up, but as soon as you said his name, he kind of snapped out of it, and he's just kind of chatting with you, and everything seems fine.
I think Shamil wrote down in her book because I remember when Leaf was in Nixerbos, he had a favorite snack when he was young.
Yeah.
So she brings it to him,
Aw.
like the past reminder and shit like that.
He's like smiling
smells
early.
like
Like, oh
It's, and Shamil's like, I fed Owlie, I made sure, and here's Crack the Rock back, and I did this, and I did that, I did
I put it and I put
And
in
she
the
was like,
teeth
how
and
was,
then I did
she
this.
was like, and then she whispers like, how was the prince? Did you meet him? Did you get to know him? Like,
he he nods and he thinks for a moment and he says, I'm definitely gonna have to go back at some point because me and him need to have more conversations. I don't trust him.
it's okay, I'm always behind you, okay? If you ever need anything, I'm right here.
He actually gives her a hug.
I'm your mother. Oh, I used to bend down to hug her. And she's only 4 foot tall. And she's like, I'm always right here, okay? I know I can be a little clueless and lost a lot, but I'm always here, okay?
My dementia be kicking in, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm short-term dementia, but it's okay.
I'm dementia.
He'll nod and smile at her.
And then Shamil's like, I have to go to the throne room. Apparently, Miss L wanted us to meet her there. I'm not sure what for, but I think it was urgent. I think she said urgent. Yeah, urgent. And she's looking through her journal that Fabian gave her.
He looks a little confused, but he nods.
And she's like, okay, I'm gonna head off. Make sure you enjoy yourself, rest, and make sure you plan well. All right, love you. Goodbye. She's so fucking
I love
lost.
you too. And Leaf actually stands up and he starts looking at the stuff that Lucian was looking at before and also studying for his mission.
Shamil said, my single brain cell, activate Leaf. There you go. And now Donnie only has the brain cell because she used hers. Let's hear it.
Okay, so Shamil's going to the throne room.
Yes.
Okay. Shamil gets to the throne room and no one else is there but her. And Eliana. Eliana's
And
there
she's like-
too, and so is Onyx. But they're like, where's everyone else?
I don't know. I just heard urgent and I started walking and I still have snacks on me. Y'all want snacks? I got snacks. I still have some extra.
They shrug and they're like, sure. And
Hungry.
then they eat some snacks.
Good. Josie's already getting Leon, and Leon's like laying his bed, and Josie's like, "You gotta get the fuck up," and he's like,
Wake up!
He's like,
Not you, Belle. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
and then he gets up, and then he's like, "This shit." And he doesn't say that, but he's like, "Ugh," and then he walks over to the throne room.
Hey.
Luna, you would know that Eliana wants
I go look for him. Where are you, son?
where's your son?
You know where your son is at. You play your son.
Oh, right. I mean, I guess he just chilled in the hallway. I mean, he's just walking around the castle.
He's standing in front of Leon's door for no reason.
He goes and Luna finds him like, "How was your trip?" He's like, "Oh, it was so good. Thanks for asking." And she gives him a hug, gives him a little kiss on the forehead, and like a little kiss on the top of the head. Well, I'm glad you had so much fun. Did you have safe? No drugs? Like no drugs, no drinking, no drinking. I'm like, that's so good. I'm so proud of you. And then she's like, "Well, someone wants to see you in the throne room, okay?" I was like, "All right, I'm heading out." And then she's like, "Bye, bye." And then when he leaves, like, and she goes find Leon.
Oh, Leon's going to the throne room. You're gonna
No,
find.
they're all. I'm sorry, not find Leon. They're going to the throne room.
Yeah, and Fabian, you would know that you were also summoned to the throne room because Shamil actually stops by and notifies you.
Oh yeah, Shamil like forgets, and then you hear like little footsteps in the hallway coming back, and she's like, and then she
He'll go with her there.
Okay, so everyone who was summoned arrives at the throne room, and Eliana and Onyx are sitting next to each other, and she says, "Okay, so we have like a small situation. So we'll start with a few. Okay, there's some backstory to this, so I need to get into the backstory. This is what Eliana's saying to you guys. She says, so Shamil and Fabian, you guys might remember that we previously met the elven god Titania, the queen of the Sealy court. And at the time, we didn't know much about the elven gods or their courts or anything. But over the years, I've been doing some research since I'm technically the queen of the elves. And apparently, there are two courts. There's the Sealy court, which is ruled by Titania, and then there's the Unsealy court, which is ruled by the elven god referred to as the Queen of Air and Darkness. These two courts rule over all of Feykind, so fairies, elves, goblins, hobgoblins, bogies, sprites, pixies, brownies, etc. And she says, also, the Queen of Air and Darkness and Titania in the past wanted to speak with me because I was the heir of the Elven throne, and they had a vision that my rule amongst the elves would bring their downfall. Which is why I gave the throne to my brother Zeron. Okay. And she says, so that was all cool. She says, however, recently Titania actually requested us all pay her a visit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
She says,
Shamil's writing it down.
She pulls out a little token and says, so, Titania stated that if we all put a finger on this token, that we'd be summoned to her straight to her. She says, "I'm not sure how long it'll take, and I'm not sure anything of that regard, but she said it was really important. So, whenever you guys want to go or whenever you're ready, we can go."
I'm ready when you are.
Leon's like, why the fuck me?
Why me? Why?
Leon's like has the most confused look on his face anyone's ever seen.
When Eliana sees this, she kind of shrugs and says, "I don't know why she summoned these, you guys specifically. I don't know."
He's like, he's like, God sure are weird.
She nods and says, "Yeah, yeah."
Smells like, damn, I really wanted to go with Leaf on his quest. But also, God's calling.
God's calling.
God's calling.
She says, she's gonna leave it up to you guys, but she says, the Titania said don't take too much time.
Okay.
I mean,
But she's also
this is
not
Titania,
sure
this is
that this
God.
will take like hours. Like she doesn't think that this will take inherently more than a day. She says because Titania simply said that she wanted to speak with us.
Okay. That sounds good to me, honestly. Like if she just wants to talk for a bit, that's okay.
Yeah. So you guys would be able to make it back basically.
Yeah, and they should be done planning by then too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Shamil's like, okay, let's go speak to her. Let's go speak. And Leon's like, I have nothing better to do. I gotta go smoke though. I'm gonna go by that window to smoke. No.
Leon actually goes to start smoke by the window, and Zil's, well, not Zil, Eliana says, just smoke when you get back. Come on.
Okay. He's not gonna. He's like, okay. He actually calls Eliana Miss Eliana. Believe it or not.
Oh.
Mrs. Eliana. Because it's respect. He's like, okay, Mrs. Eliana. Sorry about that.
Miss girl.
Like, don't apologize. It's fine. She says, it's just, I think we should probably get this over with as soon as possible. And
okay.
she says,
I agree.
Fabian, are you good? Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Siren.
you guys all
Siren's ready to go.
put your fingies on the token, and you blink and you reappear, and in front of you, you guys are on like a cloud, okay, dude? Like it's fucking magical, dude. Like there are sparkles and beautifulness and like pixies and fairies flying around, and you guys are on a cloud. And
Oh wow.
the Elven Queen, Titania, is standing before you, and she is like a mountain compared to you guys. She's very tall in her throne chair, and I'll show you a picture of her.
Is she like Lady Demetriou?
Demescrew?
Is that how you say it?
Kind of. Yeah.
I've been saying Dormammu this entire time. Is that the guy
Oh,
from
Bro, did you were calling her
Doctor Strange?
Dormammu?
Yeah, like Doctor. Isn't that? Is
Yes,
that Doctor Strange?
that is
I don't know.
Doctor
Yeah, like-
Strange.
There's no O in that name at all.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Dimitrescu.
Here,
I'll send her name. I'll send her name. Here you go. Here.
Dimitrescu.
I love how we're saying it to her and she's still saying it wrong.
It's like me saying Criminal. Criminal. Yeah, Lady Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu.
Yes, separate the two.
Deme
Deme
Trescu.
Tre.
Dimitrescu.
That's the queen.
She's beautiful. I love her.
Oh my.
Siren, at the fucking.
Oh my goodness, pretty.
Okay, so she's sitting there.
I'm gonna banana that woman.
Actually, beside her is Zeron, who both Shamil and Fabian would recognize, as well as obviously Onyx and Eliana. This is the king of the elves. Everyone else would have heard of him at the very least, and you would also know that this is Eliana's brother. She actually runs up and hugs him. And she's like, "I missed you," and he's like, he basically is like, "I missed you too." And Titania looks at you all and she says, so I wanted to speak with you all because there's a bit of an issue.
What's the issue?
Well, first off,
finish speaking, boy.
I want to mention that you all are the people that I trust most with this mission, alright? Do not let anyone outside of you all know what I am about to tell you, okay? Because if you do, you will jeopardize everything, okay? She says,
forgetting shit.
She says, I trust you all because I have seen into your soul. So I know that the intent is pure, and I know that you all aren't the suspects. So this is going to be a lot. She thinks for a moment and she looks at Eliana. She says, "First off, I'm sorry." And she's like, what? And she says, I had a vision so many years ago, and it seemed that Eliana would bring the downfall of the elves, but that is entirely incorrect. My sister, the Queen of Air and Darkness, the one who rules the Unsili court, actually altered the vision. And the actual vision that it was that someone around you corrupted your soul with fey shadow magic and forced you to do their bidding. This is why this caused the downfall of the elves. She says, shadow magic is forbidden and untouched by all Seelie and Unseelie. They once touched the shadow magic. They revoke all right to be a part of either court. It's a serious crime. The magic isn't like shadow magic of other races and magic users. This magic comes directly from the Shadowfell, a place of pure darkness. I want you guys to actually make an intelligence check really quick.
No.
Intelligente?
Intelligente? Do my
That's
characters
not
have the
gonna do it.
intelligantes?
No.
Oh,
no,
wait. Yes, I did roll for the right character.
Hello.
We both got 9s.
Woo! Vivian! Okay. Can you roll for Leon as well?
Leon got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay. The only one who actually makes this connection is Fabian. As she talks and you hear the Shadowfell, you realize that the Shadowfell is the plane in which Barovia is on.
Oh.
That's important to note. So as she continues,
Wait. Repeat it one more time so I can type it.
Well, you don't know this. Only Fabian does, but I'm sure he'll tell you later. The Shadowfell is the plane that Barovia is
on. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm writing this down. Write it down. the shadow.
Okay.
Okay. He continues and says, I also want to mention it's not inherently clear who that person who's using shadow magic is, or if they are even elven, because in the vision their faces something I believe my sister did. I also want to mention that once Eliana was ruled out as ruler, my vision changed, and it now shows the same faceless person from before in the previous vision becoming the hero of the Unseelie. And they become this by killing Zeron, as well as you all, imprisoning the Seelie and all other races except their followers, thus taking over not only the elves, but the two worlds.
Wow.
And Zeron actually interjects and he says, yeah, and the worst part is that this vision was spread amongst the Seelie and Unseelie elves. I've been doing my best as king, but trying to rule two very different factions when I clearly fall under the Seelie faction isn't the easiest. So to the Seelie elves, I'm a great ruler, but to the Unseelie elves, I'm a tyrant. So when they saw this vision, the Unseelie elves became ruthless and agitated and began fighting, revolting, and wreaking havoc, while the Seelie elves hid in fear. I've been trying to deal with this, but I really need y'all's help to sway the Unseelie, or at the very least find the culprit before it's too late. And that's all they say.
Another side quest.
Shamil is furiously writing everything down in this little notebook of hers.
And what's the the queen looks at you guys and she says, I also want to mention and make this incredibly clear. This person is someone close to you. I don't know who it is, but it's one of you. Not those of you who are here, or I wouldn't be telling you this, but it's one of your friends or family members.
Okay.
Okay, we are all like going crazy.
So if you have any questions or anything, you can ask now.
Yes, okay, I was just waiting for that moment. So I would like to know who is there so I can know who to rule out. I know Siren, Leon, Faith. Who else is
Not
there?
Faith. Fabian.
Not Faith. Fabian.
And Shamil. Their names are on me and Haley. So.
Okay. So everyone else is a suspect using dark magic. Trying to think of. I think that was it.
Those are all the people that are
name?
there. Onyx and Eliana are also there. So the king and queen of Nyxuribos are also there. I want to mention.
Okay, that makes sense. That they're not the one. You know?
Onyx. Who was it?
Onyx and Eliana, the king and queen of Nyxuribos. The person you are talking to is the elven god of the Seelie court. Her name is Queen Titania. I'll spell Titania for you. You would also know that the Seelie court, though mischievous, is still rather benevolent in comparison to the Unseelie court. So you would assume that her alignment is chaotic good.
Feel that? I feel that. Shamil feels that. She's chaotic good.
Any other questions?
Can I ask when this started?
She says, I just received this vision recently, within the day. I immediately contacted y'all as soon as I received this vision.
Okay. Alright. So that doesn't really help, but we'll figure it out. I mean, it's obviously a magic user, so I know we can run something.
With shadow fey magic.
Yeah, with shadow magic. Which again, shadow magic is not like the shadow magic that regular magic users use. This is magic directly from the Shadowfell, so this is very different.
Very disgusting. It's like limbo magic. How it's so different. Leon might need to go back to being a criminal.
She also mentions. She says, "I'm also not sure what features and traits this person would obtain, or anything that would even hint to they are the bad person. So I mean, I can't help you more than warning you of this."
That's okay. I think I wrote everything down.
She
Yeah,
says,
me too.
"However,
My notes are so
do
long.
not stop them. This vision will come to fruition." Yeah. Any other questions?
No
Thank
question.
you.
So,
'Cause
I'm sorry, I had to go downstairs and get my pizza.
you're fine.
So, what I heard was kind of sparse. Just give me a basic synopsis of what the fuck's going on.
You guys go for it, because I'm bad at giving synopsises.
Okay, so Titania received an altered vision from her sister, which is the Queen of Air and Darkness. So instead of it being, I guess, Ileana that caused the downfall of the elves if she ruled the elves, it was actually one of the people that are close to us.
Mm.
So the type of magic they used was Shadow Fae magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's connected to the Shadowfell, which is also the plane that Barovia is on. That's important.
Okay.
And our basic mission is we need to find the person who is going to basically try to overthrow, kill us all, and rule both realms and cause a fucking, I guess, like a fucking Holocaust moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the only hint we have is the person is close to us. And
So
that they use Shadowfell magic, whether it be right now or they learn it, or something like that.
So someone around us is going to cause the downfall of
The world.
The entire world, basically. And so far, the people that we can rule out is Fabian, Shamil, Siren, Leon, and Onyx and Ileana.
Because
Those are the people
the
that
people who
are
were
not
here were clear, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, we are fine, and we are basically going to try to find, maybe like not like immediately question everything in our existence, but we got to keep an eye out and act, because if we don't stop it, then the whole world ends. Yay!
She also mentioned that there are no clear signs of who this person could be. So they could be a human, they could be a tiefling, they could be an elf, they could be anything.
So yeah, basically everyone is on the board. It's on the detective board. Besides us.
Okay. I would be surprised if it wasn't Sabora, honestly.
I feel like it wouldn't be Sabora because she doesn't like politics.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, I was like, if Josie was there, she'd be like, Sabora doesn't like politics. Even if she's evil, she just doesn't want to get involved in that shit.
Yeah. It just doesn't interest her at all.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't see that, really. Because why would she want to rule two realms? There's no point unless her mother wants to. Not Josie mother, but her biological mother.
Why is the Shadowfell important again?
Barovia is on the Shadowfell.
And that's also where the shadow magic originates.
Okay.
So
I want to elaborate on this shadow magic for you guys because it's very important. The shadow magic isn't regular magic that magic users can use. and it's also not like normal magic. Because this magic comes directly from the Shadowfell, so this is not magic heard of, and it is also banned by both the Seelie and Unseelie court. Side note: the Queen of Air and Darkness is the queen of the Unseelie court.
Shadowfell magic is like limbo magic. Like you can only use magic if you know about limbo and are connected to it somehow,
Correct.
or you
And-
somehow do a lot of research about it. So
And the individual is going to use the shadow magic from this realm to cause this downfall.
Yes.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. She'll also explain that shadow magic corrupts souls. So like it can make one person good and turn them completely dark. This is what happened in the original vision. In the second vision she had, it was the downfall and everything, but it was still shadow magic oriented. Yeah. Any other questions?
No question.
Okay. You guys go to leave, and Zeron hugs Eliana. And as you guys go, the last thing that Titania says to you guys is, I want you to remember that fate can be changed, just as Eliana's was. And you guys are back in the throne room.
Whack as fuck, bro. Whack as fuck.
And that's where we're going to end this.
Sabor, I want you to know Shamil is reading over her notes 20 times.
I'm reading over my notes 20 times. I need to make sure I got everything. I'm so
Shamil?
proud of them. Y'all should look at my notes,
That's
low-key.
where we are going
I
to end
will
the
look at
session,
them.
but if you guys want to talk as NPC or PCs or whatever, or do stuff like that, you still can, but basically we're done.
Okay. Okay.
You
Shamil's like, baby, just her constant nonsense.
Oh, I did have one question. Does since dark magic corrupts, it's not like normal magic. Can non-magic users have it?
You mean the shadow magic?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure it's not dark magic. You have to refer to it as shadow magic because it is very different from regular magic. But
Right.
you're not sure because you didn't ask.
Damn it.
And
Next
I
session.
also
It just
want to
came to me.
mention the token is gone.
Okay. So you can research it on your own, most likely. You're a magic person, you know?
Mhm. Damn it! It didn't come to me till just now. Oh well.
It's so funny, Siren. If you look, you can see Leon mumbling stuff under his breath. Like he seems to be thinking with his one brain cell he also has.
I'm like, what you thinking about?
Just says, "Don't worry about it, kid."
Okay, just be careful. They're watching.
I know. Don't worry. I have.
He's like fucking with him. He's like,
Don't worry. I have contacts. So.
I think
it's
I
like
think
messing
the
around with a
funniest part
crackhead.
is when you say they're watching, you just see everybody who didn't go with you guys just peeking around the corner staring at you all.
And it was like, I'm gonna figure out what's going on here. They're lying.
God, no, Luna. Josie, I don't think would give that much of a shit, honestly, because she knows how God stuff is. Because she's like literally the right hand of Lathander, so she's like, yeah, it's just God shit.
Well, to be fair, no one knows that they went to a god. All they know is that they disappeared. And now they're back.
That's fair enough. Not Josie's business. Bye.
Yeah. Kind of we're just peeping in,
Leon's like, I'm gonna go smoke. That's it.
That's good.
He goes smoke. Don't make him do any rolls, please.
Make a wisdom save.
No, Mary, no!
Ha ha.
He just needs to smoke, man.
No.
You get a 16.
Mary said no drug addicts in my.
You're good. You feel like you want to throw your cigarettes down and stomp on them, but you can't. You stop yourself.
He's literally going to take as much puffs as he can before the shit kicks in.
Okay. You finish off one
It's like
cigarette,
a
and
fucking
I want
choo-choo
you to make
train.
another wisdom save.
No. Oh my god, he got an 18.
Okay, you take another cigarette. Are you still smoking?
He's a chainsaw. Yeah, he's looking
Okay,
this one
I want
too.
you to make another wisdom save.
Please. He got a 19.
Wow, you got another one. Make a strength check really quick.
No. Please let him be a drug addict. He got a 6.
You feel the cigarettes ripped out of your hand, and you see them fall to the ground and then crushed.
Oh my god. Does anyone see this or just him?
Anybody who's watching Leon,
Whoever followed Leon out of that place because he doesn't want to smoke in the palace. Like, damn, that's
Oh.
stupid. He ain't that rude. Or he went to a balcony to smoke.
you no longer have any cigarettes left or drugs of any kind.
Next episode,
no.
he's gonna go buy some fucking cigarettes. He needs a smoker. He's gonna get a disadvantage on every roll because he's an addict. He's an addict.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I don't think so.
Not really. That's it.
Then that's it. We're done for the day.